Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Kiana and this is my channel, Chexy Lady, where we talk about books. And today I was thinking, since March is coming up, my mom's birthday was March 5th. And I wanted to do a video about books, about mothers and daughters, or about mothers in general. And I thought it would be a good time for me to go ahead and talk about my mom. Okay, so I want to start off with saying first, my mom passed away when I was 12. And so a lot of times I don't really talk about my parents too much. I just I just don't. But we're gonna take this opportunity to do that. So I am the youngest of six. My mom had me and I think she was 40 when she had me. And all my siblings are much older than me. The sibling closest in age to me is 12 years older than me. I was actually born on her 12th birthday. And so, um, I have a big age gap in my age and my siblings' age. So the story was that my siblings didn't even know that my mom was pregnant. They didn't think that, she was going to have any more kids. Why would they? It's been 12 years, right? And so they said she came home and she had all these like baby gifts, like they had given her a baby shower at work. And they started reading the tags and they were like, Della, what? And then those were gifts given to her coworkers, for me. And then there's another story that my sister loves to tell, the one whose birthday I was born on, Allison. She loves to tell that um, they were supposed to be going to Knott's Berry Farm for her birthday. Now, my sister was born on August 9th. And I said, you really have to think about it. Do you think a woman who is 9 months pregnant with, with her sixth child is going to be walking you around Knott's Berry Farm, an amusement park? Let's be for real. Like, do you think you was really going to Knott's? But she's that's the story that she has in her mind is that it was going to Knott's, and so that's the story I'm gonna let her keep. But anyway, I was born August 9th, and then she came home with me, and then my same sister will tell you, Allison, she will tell you that I was the prettiest baby she had ever seen. And she has her own kid, and she still says that. I don't know what happens. But anyway, so yeah, my mom passed when I was 12, related to diabetes. She passed in early May. Um, Mother's Day is still kind of hard for me sometimes, even though I have my own kids now. It's still a day where I just, kind of think about her and remember. A lot of times I like to spend Mother's Day alone. I don't know. It's been so many years and it's still, kind of hard. But, it is what it is. But we're enough about me. We're gonna go with some books that are, I guess, related to mothers and everything. Now, the first book I want to talk about, and I've read parts of this, is Motherless Daughters by Hope Edelman. I can't remember where I got this book from. I think maybe someone gave it to me. I don't remember, but she does talk about like what how people, motherless daughters, feel like she'll go through, like how it's the oldest to be without their mom, the youngest, the middle child, just certain things that you may have feeling. And then there's stories about people, daughters who have lost their moms, maybe who have grown up without their moms at all, and I do need to go ahead and read this whole thing, but I know I've read parts of it. That's Motherless Daughters. That's one of the books that I have. Another book is appropriately The Mothers by Britt Bennett. She wrote The Vanishing Half. The Vanishing Half, I really loved that book. And you could argue that The Vanishing Half is also about mothers because it was about a set of twins, and it kind of went into their relationship with their daughters as well. So you could argue that that was also about motherhood. But this is, let me see, it's about, let me see, it says, if you begin with a secret, then follows that secret through the lives of three different characters, from high school into adulthood, tracing its impact far beyond its Southern California youth. It's about the high school life of a teenager, Nadia Turner. Oh, okay. Okay, you need to go out. I'm doing a video. Bye. Okay, sorry about that. And I think it just follows a generational story following three daughters. But I really enjoyed the finishing half. It made me want to get this, the mothers. The next book is Where'd You Go, Bernadette? I heard they were adapting this into a film, but let me know if I'm wrong. 15-year-old B is taking a family trip to Antarctica for perfect grades. Let me see. Her mom says, let me see. Her mom was, I think it's a family drama. Well, yeah. Her mom is on the brink of a meltdown, but this was another book about motherhood. I haven't read it yet. You know how, you know how that goes. I haven't, you know, I never. Every time I'm showing y'all a book, I hardly ever have read it. This is another book. It's called Little Bee by Chris Cleave. Oh, excuse me. Chris Cleave. It says this is the story of two women. Their lives collide one fateful day, and one of them has to make a terrible choice. The kind of choice we hope we never have to face. 2 years later, they meet again. The story starts there. Once you have read it, you'll want to tell your friends about it. When you do, please don't tell them what happened. The story is in, oh, I'm sorry, the magic is in how the story unfolds. But Little B, another story about mothers. Then this one I got, Book of the Month Club, The Unsinkable Greta James. Let's see. Just after the sudden death of her mother, her first and most devoted fan, and weeks before the launch of her high-stakes sophomore album, Greta James falls apart on stage. The footage goes viral. Her career is in jeopardy. And then her father, uh, is the father, I guess, was trying to tell her to have a practical career or something like that. So, you know, she's heartbroken. She takes a cruise. You know, I think this is going to be about grief and about losing your mom. You know. Ah, then another book, Beloved by Toni Morrison. We know that this is a film. We know this was about a woman who, I believe she was a slave, and I believe she killed her child to so they wouldn't have to, you know, endure slavery. Um, and I think it's like a kind of like a ghost story, grief and everything like that. I started Beloved. It's very hard to get. It's not hard in as in challenging to get through. Like the words are not hard. The subject matter is hard. But there's Beloved by Toni Morrison. uh Queen. Okay. Um. Then another book that we have is Amy Tan, The Bone Setter's Daughter. Now, I would also argue that Joy Luck Club is very much a mother's book because it's for women, but it tells the story of the young women and then their mother's stories and everything like that. Because one of the moms has passed away, and her daughter has found out that she has two sisters that were left behind in China, and she goes to reconnect with them. Um, and then all the mothers in her group that they played mahjong, and they all grew up together and they had community. But all the mothers go and they reminisce and they tell their stories and everything like that. And I would definitely that one is. And I thought I owned Joy Luck Club, but maybe I don't. But I thought I owned it. But that is definitely a book about mothers and daughters that you may want to go ahead and read. But The Bone Setter's Daughter, let me see, it's Lu Ling. She searches. Let me see. Her mother was a bone setter. What is a bone setter? But her mom used to tell her stories about like ghosts and stuff like that. And then I believe that Ruth, that's her name. Okay, it's about. I don't know what this book is about, and I'm not gonna read this. This is very long, but I think there is something going on with the mom and she's trying to figure out, if she's like troubled or, or something like that. This looks intriguing. Amy Tan has a gift. Oh my gosh, she has such a gift. If you have ever seen, I think she has I don't know if it's a biography, it's a video, it's a movie like about her life. And Amy Tan was talking about her mom who had mental health issues while she was growing up, and she is, I forget the name of the biopic, but it was very interesting, gave you insight onto Amy Tan and how she writes and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, those are books about mothers and daughters. I just thought it would be a good thing to a good topic to discuss. So, if you have any recommendations about books with like a mother-daughter relationship, or mothers in general, or motherhood, or just the trials and tribulations, the joys, everything about being a mom, you can link them down below in my comments. Leave me a comment, um, and I'll check them out. Uh, yeah. But on that note, I'd like to say goodbye and thank you for spending time with me. You can always come back and we'll have another chat about the books that we are reading. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.